Assalamu alaikum. This is Sheikh welcoming you all to the English news from Btv Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. International Crimes Tribunal issues arrest warrant against Sheikh Hasina and 11 more on charges of enforced disappearances. Anti-discrimination student movement and Jatiyo Nagari Committee launch campaign to listen to people's demand, aiming at reflecting their hopes and aspirations in July uprising proclamation. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus asks BEPSA to promote Bangladesh abroad and bring more investments to country's industrial sectors. Persons concerned must demonstrate ID cards and put on jackets before arresting anybody, says Home Advisor Lieutenant General Retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhry. If local government elections held simultaneously with parliamentary elections from 2021 to 2024, cost would come down to less than 600 crore taka, says Local Government Reform Commission. State of emergency declared in 7 U.S. states as more than 60 million Americans in grips of huge snowstorm. And Rangpur Riders thrashed Sylhet Strikers by 8 wickets in BPL at Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Those were the headlines. Now moving on to the details. The International Crimes Tribunal has issued an arrest warrant against Awami League President Sheikh Hasina and 11 others on charges of enforced disappearances during the 15-year rule of the party. The three-member tribunal led by its chairman, Justice Muhammad Ghulam Murtuza Majumdar, gave the order today following a petition of the prosecution. Former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina's security advisor, Tariq Siddiqui, Major General Ziaul Ahsan and former IGP Benazir Ahmed are among the accused facing arrest warrant. Later, Chief Prosecutor Tazul Islam said they have evidence that the incidents of enforced disappearances would take place following direct orders from Sheikh Hasina. The tribunal has fixed February 12th as the next date for the case. The Anti-Discrimination Student Movement and Jatiyo Nagari Committee today launched a campaign from across the country to listen to what people want so that their hopes and aspirations are reflected in the proclamation on July uprising. Leaders of the both organizations will conduct the campaign until 11th of January. As part of the campaign, they will distribute leaflets, hold rallies and engage with people from all segments of the society. Chief Advisor Professor Muhammad Yunus has asked Bangladesh Export Processing Zones Authority (BEPSA) to promote Bangladesh abroad and bring more investments to the country's industrial sectors. The Chief Advisor issued the directive when BEPSA submitted its annual report for the 2023-24 financial years to him at his office in Dhaka today. Create a team for economic diplomacy and promote Bangladesh abroad, the Chief Advisor told the BEPSA officials, asking the body to collaborate with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for the purpose. He also asked BEPSA officials to engage Bangladeshi students studying abroad, especially in China and Japan, to help investors overcome language barriers before making investment choices. BEPSA Executive Chairman, Major General Abul Kalam Muhammad Ziaur Rahman, said that they are already receiving positive responses from investors following the July-August uprising in Bangladesh and the repeatedly changing global political landscape. He said that currently 8 export processing zones are operational in Bangladesh, housing 452 factories. There are 136 more factories currently under construction in the zones. Among the operational factories, over 100 are owned by the local investors and the rest are mostly joint ventures. Special envoy to the Chief Advisor, Lutfi Siddiqui, who was present on the occasion, put an emphasis on targeted economic diplomacy. Bangladesh Investment Development Authority BIDA Chairman Sheikh Chaudhary said that Bangladesh should incentivize the investors investing in export processing zones. Principal Secretary to Chief Advisor Mohammad Sirajuddin Mia was also present in the meeting. BNP chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia will leave Dhaka for London tomorrow at 10 at night by an air ambulance. Begum Zia's personal physician and BNP Standing Committee member Dr. A. Zatam Zahid Hussain said this at a briefing at Gulshan office today. He said the BNP chairperson will be accompanied by 6 members of the medical board, personal officials and 4 doctors of the Royal Air Ambulance. Begum Khaleda Zia will admit to a clinic in London and next steps will be taken as per suggestions of physicians, Zahid Hussain added. Former Prime Minister Khaleda Zia has sought dua or blessings from people of the country for her return at home after recovery. Home Advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhary has said there will be no Bhatar Hotel or Ainagor in DB office. He told this to the journalists after visiting the DB office in the capital today. The Home Advisor said before arresting anybody, persons concerned have to demonstrate in ID cards and put on jackets. Regarding the security issue at borders, he said, there are highest security measures at Myanmar border to avoid unexpected incidents. Bangladesh is keeping in touch with both Arakan Army and Myanmar Army, Jahangir Alam Chaudhary added. Responding to queries from journalists, the Home Advisor said law enforcers are alert against muggers and make necessary arrests. Inspector General of Police Baharul Alam, DMP Commissioner Sheikh Muhammad Sajjad Ali and senior police officials were present at that time. Local Government Reform Commission Chief Dr. Tufail Ahmed said from 2021 to 2024, about 23,000 crore taka was spent on local government elections. If the elections were held simultaneously with the parliamentary elections, this cost would have come down to less than 600 crore taka. He revealed the information today while speaking at a V-Exchange meeting at the National Institute of Local Government Auditorium in the capital's Agargaon. The head of the Local Government Reform Commission said that local government representatives should be held accountable in order to prevent public representatives from turning into autocrats. He said, their action should be watched over or controlled. Tufail Ahmed also said that an independent commission should be formed to monitor the development plan and progress of the local government. Members of the Local Government Reform Commission were present at that time. The Media Reform Commission has visited Chattogram Center of Bangladesh Television. Members of the Media Reform Commission, led by its chief, Kamal Ahmed, visited the state-run Regional Broadcasting Center this morning. Btv Chattogram Center General Manager welcomed the members of the Reform Commission. Later, a meeting among the Commission members and the officials of the Btv Chattogram Center was held. In the meeting, Commission members inquired the details of the Regional Broadcasting Center. Now, international news. More than 60 million Americans across more than 30 states are in the grips of a huge winter storm that could bring the heaviest snowfall and coldest temperatures in over a decade, BBC reports. A polar vortex has brought frigid weather down from the Arctic to the central U.S., with extreme weather conditions accompanying it. Thousands of flights are delayed or cancelled, many roads cut and schools shut as a result of the storm. Blizzards are expected to bring whiteout conditions to Kansas and Missouri, where a state of emergency has been declared. A state of emergency has also been declared in the states of Kentucky, Virginia, West Virginia, Arkansas, and parts of New Jersey. The weather is expected to begin easing on Monday. A Hamas official on Sunday said the Palestinian militants were ready to free 34 hostages in the first phase of a potential deal with Israel after Israel sat in direct talks on a truce and hostage release agreement had resumed in Qatar. Mediators Qatar, Egypt and the United States have tried for months to strike a deal to end the war. The latest effort comes just days before Donald Trump takes office as President of the United States on January 20th. The talks took place as Israel pounded the Gaza Strip on Sunday, killing at least 23 people, according to rescuers, nearly 15 months into the war. During that time, there has been only one truce, a one-week pause in November 2023 that saw 80 Israeli hostages freed along with 240 Palestinians from Israeli jails. The office of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said Hamas has yet to provide a list of hostages to be released under an agreement. The Hamas official requesting anonymity as he was not authorized to discuss the ongoing negotiations with the media, said the initial swap would include all the women, children, elderly people and sick captives still held in Gaza. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is increasingly likely to announce he intends to step down, though he has not made a final decision. Reuters reports citing a source familiar with Trudeau on Sunday. The source spoke to Reuters after the Globe and Mail reported that Trudeau was expected to announce as early as Monday that he would quit as leader of Canada's ruling Liberal Party after 9 years in office. The source requested anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly. Trudeau's departure would leave the party without a permanent head at a time when polls show the Liberals will badly lose to the official opposition Conservatives in an election that must be held by late October. Sources told the Globe and Mail that they did not know definitely when Trudeau would announce his plans to leave, but said they expect it would happen before an emergency meeting of Liberal legislators on Wednesday. An increasing number of Liberal parliamentarians, alarmed by a series of gloomy polls, have publicly urged Trudeau to quit. The Prime Minister's office did not immediately respond to a request for comment outside regular business hours. The Prime Minister's regularly published schedule for Monday said he would participate virtually in a Cabinet Committee meeting on Canada-US relations. Back to national news. BNP Vice Chairman Abdullah Al-Numan said BNP will play an important role in the welfare of the people through its organizational strength and efficiency against any evil force and conspiracy. He said this at the organizational meeting of Metropolitan BNP in Chattogram today. In the welcome address of the meeting, organized in a restaurant in the city, another vice chairman of BNP, Ahmed Azam Khan, said the student council elections of the colleges and universities should be held first after the parliamentary elections. He mentioned that if there is any other conspiracy, BNP will play the role of watchman in establishing the rights of the people under the leadership of Tariq Rahman. Chattogram Metropolitan BNP convener Irshadullah presided over and member secretary Nazimur Rahman moderated, while Chattogram Divisional Organizing Secretary Mahabubur Rahman Shamim, co-organizing secretary Haruna Rashid, among others, addressed the occasion. Legendary actor Probir Mitra was laid to rest at Ajimpur graveyard in the capital today. His first Namazi Janaza was held after Zohr prayers at the premises of Bangladesh Film Development Corporation. He passed away last night at a hospital in the capital. He was 81. Probir Mitra is survived by 3 sons and 1 daughter. The veteran actor, whose career spans more than 400 films, had been suffering from multiple health complications. Battling oxygen deficiency and other ailments, Prabir was admitted to a private hospital on December 22nd. His health had continued to decline over the past 2 weeks. Born on August 18th of 1943 in Chandina of Kumilla, Prabir spent his formative years in Old Dhaka, where his passion for acting began to flourish. His early love for the stage was sparked during his school days through his performance in Rabindranath Tagore's iconic play Daggor. His performances in films such as Titas Ekti Nodin Nam, Jibon Trishna, Faryad, Ongar and Fakir Munzu Shah are considered cinematic landmarks. Now news on sports. Cricket. A blistering century from Alex Hales and a brisk 49-ball 80 from Saif Hassan powered the Rangpur Riders to a thumping 8-wicket win against Sylhet strikers in a high-scoring opening match of the Sylhet phase of the BPL at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Hales remained unbeaten on 113 of 56 balls and together with Saif put together a massive 186 runs stand for the second wicket of just 101 balls as Rangpur reached 210 for 2, chasing down the 206-run target with an over to spare. Tanzim Saqib claimed 2 wickets and conceded just 23 in his 4 overs. Earlier, half-centuries from Ronnie Talukdar 54 of 32 balls and Zakir Hassan 50 of 38 set up the base